Hi, I am the camera operator. This is the today special.
And I'm the giver. And I'm the giver.
And I'm the giver.
We're the spoke people. Me and him, our name are DJ and Roxby.
We're here today to show you what we're going to do on about guns that we can do to you, and we have things to show you online to show you that we have a paintball gun mask right here that is for protection of your face or your head or any other type of guns or slingshots with it even. So we move down the line. We also have
the BBs. They're 12 grams and they're 6 millimeters.
They also come out with a 20-gram BB gun, or BBs for BB guns.
Here's the pistol. It comes with the digital camo, and this is what it looks like. Me and my dad, we spray painted these. Not spray painted them. We used marker, and we colored these in.
He's just bullshitting. It's a 45 caliber pistol. This is what they do to people. This is actually real Army issue. I know we made a mistake. Getting back to the BB guns and an AK-47s, whatever you want to call these things. This is what they come up with nowadays. They're new military issued. This is what they do to camera guys when they're not looking to paying attention right. But in case of their problems, we come up with a new. We decided to rebuild this gun. We decided to modify this gun. We decided to drill holes in this gun. It never come with it. We decided to upgrade it, new springs in it, bigger springs in it. We decided to change the barrel colors out on it, the top mount colors out on it, the background colors out on it on the stocks, as well as the handle grips. So, as you take one of these apart, they are very delicate to take apart. You actually got to know what you're doing to take one of these military AK-47s together to take them apart.
So we'll show you that later in the video.
So we get
now, here's the paintball gun. It's called JT Raider.
This is a JT Raider, and this is something that you don't want to get hit by at 10 feet range, because it will put a big welt on you about that big. And it will severely hurt you without using one of them.
One of these.
That's your protection. But you also got other clothing that you can buy in stores from like $8 to $58 for clothing and shirts that you need, pants wear and glove wear for these kind of guns. This is something. It's not a toy to play with for kids from 18 and under. This is something that is for sports and to have fun with, not to hurt people with.
And here's the instructions for the pistol and that. And this is what it looks like. It has Spanish on one side and English on the other.
When you always do these, never always make sure you have safety on.
And here's for the AK-47. It looks the same basically, but different instructions. Now we'll get to and this is a
38 special.
38 special. You wanna see?
How you like me now?
Yeah. Alright, now we'll get to how to tear them apart. Can you pull me up a chair, please? Alright. You will need one of these, a size 532. And then you need a Phillips, a small Phillips. Alright, let's get to it. You want to take off the handle. There's a screw in here. There's a screw in here. And you gotta...
There you go. I like that.
And that's what it looks like so far. And then you want to take the magazine out. Make sure it's on safety while you're doing this. And now you want to take this off. And while you're doing this, you always want to make sure, before you even start doing this, you always want to make sure you have a white blanket or something laying down on where you're working, so if you lose a screw on the table, you'll know where it is and easily spot it out. Right?
Yep. Use a little common sense when you work on these, when you're tearing these apart. Also, make sure that you put all these parts back in place in the right position. Just remember where they belong and where they go. Otherwise, you may not have a gun working.
And always make sure wherever you tore off something, make sure you set the piece that you tore off by the screws. And after you get the top guard off, there's usually screws right here that you have to take off.
There's 2 screws on the side of the body that has to be eliminated before you can actually get, and there'll be rails underneath the gun. That has to be taken off before you can take the body actually all apart. As we're getting this thing taken apart, eventually we'll be down to checking out issues of 45s, and eventually we'll get back into showing you how them work. And
this takes a little bit, by the way. And it's real helpful if you just watch it and just go to another video. I used to do that and not like the videos, and I missed out on a lot of stuff. And I did go back to the videos and watch them, and I learned a lot of stuff.
always make sure it's unloaded. Always make sure that there's nothing in it. Always make sure that your area's cleaned properly before you start working on it.
And then there's a screw right here holding the barrel on, the piece of a barrel, and that'll be the last part I'll be taking off. Then I can show you the inside. And as you can tell, right now this is aluminum, and now you're ready to see the inside. That's what it looks like on the inside. Right now I don't want to take it all apart because it's real hard to put right back together. It's not that hard, but it's kind of easy, but you have to know what you're doing. And then, now we're going to put it back together in that. And we'll show you how, a little bit more stuff. We're going to show you how they sound. First up is the pistol.
This is our issue 45. And BB gun pistol. And this is what they sound like as you discharge them. And there's nothing really to play with unless you're playing with guns. It's something that you don't want to be with a little kid. If you have any questions, you always use a mask to play with these. Always use a mask on these issues in case somebody puts somebody's eye out. And
it won't hurt, watch. This is made for paintballs. It won't hurt. See? I'll just do it again. And that's all. And that's what will show you the AK-47 after it gets put back together. It's only about 30 seconds more, maybe.
but if you're a Marine, you should be able to have it done in 8 seconds.
Be quiet.
Make sure your safety is right, because every time somebody shoots a gun off like he did, a pistol, make sure everybody around you has safety goggles on, because if not, somebody will get hit with a BB. Like I did.
Sorry, I messed up. If you want to see how fast the grown-up does it, have your parents or someone do it. I'm just 13, and this is like my 5th time tearing this apart. So, and
this is the colors we are actually using for this paintball gun, and they're better off. If the bad thing is, if you take one of these, they're good for the summertime, but don't ever use these and put them in a freezer, Well, I'll tell you what, they hurt a lot worse if you put these in a freezer and you play paintball with somebody.
He's done it before.
I have done that with somebody before, and it's not fun. It actually hurts really bad. And this again is the DT Raider. We explore with different guns in the future. We don't have them right now at the moment, but we can show you. Just the only thing we have with us right now to show anybody on video. And back to him on finishing his gun up. Hopefully we'll get done here very shortly, and we can disclude on and move on.
This is the last piece.
They also have these cool paintball grenades out that are really cool. We don't have none today to show you, but if we had them to show you, I would really love to show you how these things work. They're really cool.
Later on in my life, I'm gonna try to get these grenades. They're actually grenades with filled with BBs. They're about 250, 300 BBs in them, and they're real good. And then I want one. Now, since I'm all done putting it back together, here's what it sounds like. After I take it off from the safety, I'm dumb. That's what it sounds like. I'll shoot it again. There.